Hey everyone, so I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to host any of your content, whether it be e-learning, PDFs, or video on an S3. And this is just a quick tutorial on how to create a public S3 with just its regular default domain name. So what we're going to do is when you create an S3 account, you want to log into the aws.amazon.com console. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into the console here. And so after you have an account and you sign into the console, on the console itself, where you want to go is to the S3. So it may be up here in your recently visited sites, or it also could be down here in the storage. So I'm going to click on that and go into it. The first step of setting up your actual folder for your files is to create a bucket. And I'm going to go ahead and create this bucket here. And what you want to name it is just name it anything that you feel like fits the title for the bucket, or what kind of folders and files will be going in there. So I might just name this like example, and you want to name it something specific, example of e-learning. And I don't know if that's taken, but I'm just going to name it that. And then I'm going to choose the region that will be viewing it. So I'm just going to choose in the US West, and that means a lot of other regions can view it too. It's just the one that I'm in, so I'm choosing that one. And then I'm just going to leave the settings for this default because I'm going to have it be open to the public so the public can see this. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. And then when I go into my bucket itself, this is where I want to add my folder or files. And so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to upload a folder that contains all of my storyline files for one project. So I'm going to go ahead and click on upload. And now what I'm going to do is add in my folder that has my storyline content. So in order to do this, I'm going to navigate to my folder in my Finder, and I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop my folder onto this area here, because that will allow me to upload one folder of many files and other folders. And this is what I can do through Google Chrome. I haven't tried it with any other browsers, but on Google Chrome you can just drag and drop. So now that I've navigated to my folder that I want, I'm going to drag and drop that onto the screen. So I'm going to take my board game that has my storyline files in it. So this is just my output folder, and I'm going to drop it onto here, and I can upload my files this way. And it's just a quicker, easier way to do it. So I can select upload to upload that folder with the files. And so this should just take a few seconds to upload, and you can see the progress down here. So now that my folder and files are done uploading, I can click to go into the folder to see all of my default storyline files and folders in here. Now, if I want to make these public, what I need to do is I need to just go back, and I can select this folder here and click on the More dropdown, and that will allow me to make my 88 total objects, which is file and folders, public, and then my one folder here. So if I click this, it will switch them all into a public setting. And the reason you might want to do this is for portfolio pieces and any kind of projects that you want to share with the public in general. So now when I go back into my folder, if I want to view something like my story HTML5 project, I can click on that, and I can see the link, which is the URL here for that specific project. And you can see this is the default URL. There's also several tutorials on how to update your bucket to contain an actual host, so you don't have to have that default URL there. But if I go into the project, you can see the project right here, and this is a project that I did not create but is a template on the Articulate community. So this is just an example of how to quickly upload something to an S3 and make it public.